Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons and Dragons Online. Welcome back. Today we're heading into the level 11 quests. We've got 6 off at a quick count. 6 free quests, which is honestly kind of a lot for level 11. 11's not a special level. Turns out that's because 2 of these are actually part of an older chain and I didn't realize it. So they've been moved into that old chain, so just ignore any time I say there were 6 quests here. There's really only 4. Or anything, as far as I know. Unless... nah. Once upon a time the level cap was 10, but that was way before they did any of the free-to-play stuff. So I don't think that's got anything to do with it. Anyway, we're already here by the first quest. So, right up here in House Fiarlan, make that a little bigger, just this one lonely little guy. Maris speaks highly of me. I don't remember who Maris is. Probably a quest, somebody we've done a quest for already. So, basically, some ogres went to Tangleroot. Which, okay. Why is it? Well, who cares? The Tangleroot's empty, right? I cleared it myself. I bet you Maris is the guy who did the Tangleroot chain, now that I think about it. I cleared Tangleroot, right? No. We left one monster behind because we couldn't kill it. We left Whisperdoom behind, the giant spider. So, we need to go finish her off. This feels really loud all of a sudden. I got myself a new microphone, so we will see how that affects the audio mixing in the end. Alright, so this... I feel like I might as well go find the 4 guys. This is... The path to Whisperdoom is just a little pre-quest. This does not count as one of the actual 6 quests. Wow, and that is... I'm going to double check the audio right now. Okay, I'm overthinking it. Anyway, path to Whisperdoom. All we really have to do is run straight. Like, it's literally, you could just run straight, jump in here, fight nothing. So, actual quest. Spawn of Whisperdoom. We are going after Whisperdoom. She is still highly resistant to damage of most kinds. I want to say good damage, like holy damage, is the one that she doesn't resist. But while we're on our way, we're going to take out... So it says Lair, found Whisperdoom, but there's actually 3 different sections of this quest, and you have to do all of them, even though we could... Okay, well, we couldn't just go over there. I turned without pointing at it, but there's a big locked door. We have neither the key nor the means of undoing that force field. I do kind of like the concept of this quest. The only thing that we left behind in Tangleroot was that spider. Some ogres went back, got the spider, freed it, brought it back. You don't want that thing running around. Oh, I didn't one-shot him. So you'll notice that this decor is quite like the Restless Isles. It's the same kind of ogres and ogre mages. What we're doing here is we're going through the little village section to get the key. At least I'm pretty sure that's why we're here. Whack. Yeah, whack. unlike the very complicated Bring Me the Head of Golafan quest, this is pretty much just run straight and kill all the things. There's a couple of traps. I believe we can't even disarm all of the traps. Like, even if you have a rogue, I believe that some of these you have to kind of dive through. Womp. I like that Vorpal swing. It's not going to stay good, unfortunately. A lot of your heroic level abilities basically just get replaced when you get into epics. Yeah, there's the trap hallway. This should be a rest shrine, right? Yep. This should be blade traps. So if we just keep moving, we should stay ahead of them because there's a delay on when they snap. No. He's not dead, but he disappeared before I could try reading all of his name. Can I take your stuff before you're dead? Thanks for the key. I'm gonna take the rest of your stuff, you mind? I took your cash. Come on. Okay, he's dead. We should be done with Slain Nurag. That was the guy, right? That was Vorag. Who's Nurag? I didn't purposely leave anybody behind. Maybe he was the one that disappeared in like the first room. We'll get him on the way out. Yeah, see, they're all choppy now. Duh, 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 duh. We did it. The hireling didn't. I do wish there was like a go here command, like I could just tell them to like go to a target on the ground. Be very convenient for making them run through traps. Are you the guy? You're the guy. And now he's dead. Really? I left a dog behind? Must have been hiding. Alright. 1/3 of the quest done, technically. We've done the village section. We need to now do, what do they call it? Nursery? Hatchery? We have the key, now we need to drop the force field. The hatchery. It's got a lot of spiders. They're trying to breed Whisper Doom to make an army of these super spiders. It's basically what they're doing. That's not good. I could probably cast my buffs. Since we have access to Holy Sword. Holy Sword. Open, open. Oh, look, Whisper Doom's daughter. We fought those before. So let's see. We have to kill all 4 daughters. And we have to kill the 7 enchanters. And that'll drop the magic force field. So there's actually... So there was a door right here. There's actually another door up here. And this whole half of the quest is the lair where Whisper Doom wanders around. So... we're going to just try to clear all of this as we go to go through the top door. That's the goal. And... okay, got him on that swing. I'm trying to kill those guys on the first swing using my Vorpal Cleave. Fine, I will cast Acid Resistance. so that I don't have to wait around for them to decide to come back. Because those are the ogre mages. In case this is the first video you've seen that has those in them, when they get injured past a certain amount, they will cast invisibility on themselves until they heal. So it is more ideal to one-shot them with something like a auto kill, so that they don't have the choice. They just die. Never. That's what I'm looking for. I knew the door had to open somehow. I'm just going to kind of ignore these melee guys and run straight down to the enchanter. Oh, but I don't have... Yay! I got a crit on my smite. I'll take it. I can kill all the melee guys at once with cleaves. So I'm not really going to go out of my way to fight them. We do need the daughters, though. So we kind of have to go down every path, because there's either a daughter or a enchanter down basically every hallway. I guess there wasn't one in that one. I feel like we go up here.
The small caves here have been set up to function as
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
daughters, creating an army of small.
And we set up the Vorpal, and we got him. I think we actually would have one-shot him anyway, but... And death to the spiders. Not a big fan of spiders, personally. Not particularly sad that we're just kind of cleaving our way through them. Now, there is a difference between a Dungeons and Dragons spider and a real spider. A real spider doesn't know that it came into your house and is crawling all over you. Like, it doesn't know. If it was smart enough to know, it wouldn't. Right? If the spider realized what it was doing in your house, it'd be like, whoa, I don't want to be in here. That thing can spot me from across the room. I don't even know it exists at the distance it can spot me and kill me. Like, humans are very territorial. Here's another enchanter. Boop. Like, I know I'm running around on normal mode and I'm 4 levels over leveled, but that attack is still fun. Just AoE, cleave, death. Every 30 seconds. Doesn't cost me anything. Let's go down the hole, because there's probably a daughter in here. No? Sigh. How rude would it be if there just wasn't a ladder here? Just, you jumped in some random hole in some random cave. What were you expecting? That somebody was just going to build a ladder for you? Open up. Does this one have a daughter in it? We only got, what, 1 daughter left? A daughter and 2 enchanters? Not that many places left to look. 2 enchanters makes me nervous, because I think we're getting close to the other door. And sure, I think there's a guy in front of the door, but I don't know if there's another path. Did I miss somebody? There's him. Looks like there's a path down there. Hopefully it's got one of each. Because we need a daughter and we need an enchanter. There's the enchanter. Crit that smite. And we just need a daughter. You in here? No? Opens this way, because otherwise I miss something. Ha 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 ha. There you are. So now Whisper Doom is angry and will be coming after us. I don't. I think she's still in there either way. It's just from a story perspective, they're making you think that you spawned her. The lair. So she can spawn basically anywhere in this big section. There's also a bunch of optional stuff down here for some reason. For instance, these zombies have nothing to do with Whisper Doom. I want to say over here's a secret door. And there's just a necromancer in here. Why? I don't know. He's just here. Just chilling. There's a couple things like that in this back half of the lair. There's also 3 randomly placed like little trinkets you can pick up. They don't really do anything. You get like an extra minor. Oh, there's one right there. There's a silver goblet just on the ground. Yoink. So there's 3 of those if I remember right. And they're just like these treasures of House Fiarlan that you can... Really? I found another one already? Yoink. You can just turn them in. I don't even remember who you turn them into. I think it might be the quest giver. I mean, they're worth a little bit of XP, so you might as well pick them up if you see them, but wouldn't go out of my way to make sure you find them. Whisper Doom can be anywhere in here. Hopefully she didn't just go and walk up this way and we're actively running away from her. Acid arrow. You're not Whisper Doom. I don't care. There's cobwebs. Come on, give me something. I could see this was a dead end. I don't know why I even ran in there. This is a big cave. I remember the first, the first time I did this quest. I remembered Whisper Doom from Tangleroot, right? So I'm like, oh man, she's going to be big. She's going to be hard. Am I going to be able to damage her? And back then, it was actually still hard to damage her if you didn't bring the right weapon. Pretty sure we're just going to suplex her when we find her. But like you're running around in these hallways, there's spiders everywhere. You don't know where she's going to pop up. If they're going to have a random something, I'm happy with it being the boss. That's an interesting thing to just be a random thing. This is just a secret door that led nowhere. Like, am I stalking her or is she stalking me? That was the vibe back in the day, and I was not nearly as overpowered back then. I mean, now I'm kind of slouching back, and we're just kind of running down the halls. Find her eventually. Oh, a chest. Just generically locked chest. Well, nothing I can do about that. We've already kind of been up there. So I guess we'll go there. We're just looking for Whisper Doom. What are these spiders that, like, burst out of the ground? Like, I know that there's, like, what do they call them? Trapdoor spiders? That hunt by making their little lairs underground. But they mostly just kind of try to get you, and then they go back in their holes. They don't burst out like, surprise, I was here the whole time, and then chase you. Alright, what do we got left? We can go over here. We haven't actually made it all the way back to the bottom. Look at how big this lair is. She's just in here somewhere. Oh, there she is. She didn't even see us. Hey. 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 Smite. Wow, look at that. She's not taking any of our fire damage. She's resistant to our slashing damage. She's weak to the good damage, though. There we go. I can see it. I might as well. Alright. For being just some random free quest, there's quite a bit to that one. I feel like this camera's way too high. That feels better. What do we got? Nothing jumps out at me. Alright. For our next quest, we're going to head to House Kandaric. And we're going to go see an old friend. So really, 2 quests. How many more of these are... No, none of the other ones have overlapping guys. So way over here. Might as well put the horse up. Up on the pyramid that is the main bank. We're going to go talk to our next quest giver. By the way, if you've been doing all the quests like I have, you can talk to her and she will give you the option of having more bank space. It's very convenient. So let's see. Hazra de Kandaric. She has some iron golems. So, Hayward has promised to build some golems. They use the golems as automated security in the banks. That's pretty normal. But he has gone missing and hasn't shown up with their golems. So, we're going to come in here into the Black Anvil Forest, which is a weird area, okay? It's this cool little, like, volcano-y thing, right? With 1 and 2 quests in it. That's it. No enemies. This lava hurts if you run through it. It's just like a tiny little zone with 2 quests in it. I don't know. Maybe it used to have more significance at some point in history, but I don't. It's just 2 quests. Like, why did you put the extra loading screen there? I don't know. I dig it. Makes it feel like you've actually traveled somewhere and then went down into the mine instead of you clicked on a wagon and then you're in a mine. I like it. I just don't know why. So, if you don't remember, Haywire, which I think I said Haywire first. It's Haywire's Foundry, isn't it? This says Haywire now, but it was Hayward outside. Is that like a nickname? Haywire? Because he always screws things up? So, Turns out he has made the golems. Now we're going to electric up. The problem is they're not under his control anymore. And just like the last time, he's got all these contraptions we're going to have to bash our way through in order to get to him to save him. He was the guy who, in the Vault of Night Chain, he was the one we went down into his workshop and ended up having to, like, trigger the self-destruct and escape. Because he had a creation forge, and he's crazy to think that he could get away with that. The mine is full of Durger. They act identically to the ones in Ataraxia. They're around the same level, too. You see these things here? These are traps. They're basically little landmines, and they dot a lot of the hallways. You can find them if you use the search command and you have enough search. Baked clay golem. So you can find the traps if you're a trapper character. You can also disarm them. You have to kind of manually target them, but they are disarmable. Obviously, Mr. Clunk Clunk is not going to be able to do that. So our basic goal here, we're looking for 4 crests to open the door to Haywire. So I am just trying to optimize the order we're running around so we're not backtracking much. So, as usual, when you have a quest that ends up 3-dimensional like this one, there's, tiers to it. Start high, stay high, because it is much easier to jump down than to climb up in pretty much any quest. What do we got here? Locked. I can see by pushing Q there's a rest and resurrection shrine in there, so I know that's just an extra shrine room. I don't have to worry about double or backtracking back to this place. This is not even the tier I'd want to be on. I'd want to be on the middle tier. So we're going to walk on the minecart tracks rather than walk in the lava. Hey, golem. Hey, I'm going to take your stuff. You okay with that? Golems are resistant to most damage. Iron golems specifically absorb fire, so they heal if you hit them with fire. I want to say the clay golem might heal from acid. If you have an adamantine weapon, you can break through the damage reduction. If you have a smiting weapon, you get to do bonus damage and occasionally just outright kill golems. Very handy. I am on normal mode and over leveled, so we're just going to apply sword to face. I'm not even going to switch weapons, despite the... Yeah, I didn't think that was going to work. Despite my weapon healing the iron ones, I'm not going to change weapons. Because I outdamage it by quite a bit. Ooh, free toy inside. Yeah. And then we're just locked in forever. End of quest. Locked in. Pretty sure I want that door before we move on. Never quite sure which one. So, as much as I like that I'm doing like 6d6 extra elemental damage on every swing with my Barovian Greatsword, since it doesn't scale off of anything, it's actually not very good in the long run, which is sad. There should have been a crest in here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there it is. So like this weapon, it does, 2d6, that's what the Greatsword does, right? But my melee power of 42, I believe that's a 42% increase to the physical damage. So 2d6 plus all of my plus damage abilities I have on my character multiplied by 1.42. It scales up pretty fast, and it's only going to get nuttier the higher level we get. But that 3d6 and 3d6, or 3d6 fire, 3d6 good, it's only ever going to be that 3d6 each. So, whereas the other number kind of goes exponential increase, that one just stays flat. And even the epic version just makes it 6d6 of each, I think. Maybe 9d6, but it's still not even close to the crazy numbers of everything else we're going to get. So, here's something to note. Some of these mine tracks are electrified still. They're active. So you can either try to walk on the other one, if you notice. Like, I had electric resist up, so I was only half paying attention. But if you're playing on elite mode or something, do not purposefully walk on the electrified rail. Hey, look, a golem. I don't know why the golems aren't beating these guys up. It's not like the golem knows that they're all defending the place against me. If he's talking about the golems, then this must be the way I want to go to get another crest. Oh, there it is. Crest of the monkey. Yoink. Take out the last of these. And we're good to go fight the boss. Which I believe, since we have gone everywhere other than the locked shrine room. Oh, there's one spot. I think that's where we're going. I think this leads us up and around into this corner of the room. And I think it lets us cross over to the boss room. We are going to find out. Okay. I'm going to start. Oh, yeah, I'm on the right one. I'm on the one that's not electrified. Oh, I am on the... Oh. Oh, there's also a gap right there. Mind the gap. Get off the thing. So, back when this boss was a lot harder, you could actually kind of park over here because the boss has no ranged weapon. Pull the boss all the way from his boss room all the way up there, and you can just chuck stuff at him until he died. Unfortunately, the enemies have like a rubber band to them now. Hey, up on the thing. Thank you. So he'll turn around and reset his position long before he gets up here these days. But, you know, we're way stronger than we used to be. For crests, we go inside, fight some Durger. We're almost there. So, all of them falling down, that is the hireling casting command. Greater Command specifically. Man, if we were a spellcaster, like a sorcerer or something, like I'm kind of giggly at just how much the paladin is just cleaving through everything. A spellcaster, man, forget about it. Fireball, boom, everything's dead. The problem is, like I said, Iron Golem absorbs fire. If you only have Fireball, you ain't killing him. So, there's Arnold. So, this is the Marut from the boss fight of Vault of Night quest number 3. Because Maruts are technically golems, Mr. Genius Haywire put it back together to try to turn it into like a regular old servant golem. It didn't work. Hey, I got it. No, don't destroy it. He's still going to work on it. Q 7 million types of door. Come on. Come on. Come on. So this is another reason that Arnold was mad. He's been replacing himself with metal, which is cheating death, and Maruts don't like that. That's why it was after the vampire last time. Again. He'll never learn. Oh, that Haywire. As far as I know, there's no named items for any of these free quests. But you never know. You still open the chest because there's a chance you're going to get a tome or something like that. Or maybe you get... maybe a store item. They have a chance to drop. Not a great chance, but a chance. So we saved the guy's life, right? But we also totaled every single golem. Couldn't save the golems. But she's very understanding. She's like, well, at least you saved him. Yes, I rescued the guy. I destroyed all of the things you were actually interested in, but you are too politically savvy to say that. Where are we off to next? All four of the remaining quests are in House Jurasco. So one more teleport, and we can start knocking those out. Jurasco. So, I know these 4 quests. I don't remember which quest giver is which. So let's go and do this one first. So way over here. Annabelle is chilling out on that rock, which we're going to just kind of run back around the back side of the tree, jump on the pillar, and zoom in so I can see where I'm going. And here we go. I feel like you used to have to do like a jumping thing on these floating rocks in order to get to one of these quest givers. But I think it was the guy that's on the ground over there. I think they just moved him. Let's see. Something terrible is happening down there. I was taken kidnapped. Please help me. Okay. The enemy within. Yep, that is one of the ones I'm after. Good. Just gonna move this one over here so I know I found it. So, we've been in here before. This was the quest from Mira's Sleepless Nights. We came down here because she could hear scratching and moaning and stuff, and we found out that her brother had actually sacrificed himself to seal the place off because there's a bunch of evil down here.
Someone nailed these doorways shut. The left doorway remains open.
So we're going to go down here. Presumably we cleared all of this last time, right? That's why everything's dead. Or gone. And remember, this was the scratching noise as the golems shifted in place. So I guess actually 3 for 3 on quests being callbacks to other quests. So the difference is those golems are no longer going to block the way. They come to life and they take the barrier down for us. I don't know why, but they do. And now we're going to go smash a whole bunch more undead. Alright. How to not die in this quest, part 1. Never step square in front of any of these doors. This is very clearly a trap. Big spinny blade thing at the bottom of a pit. So we're going to go smooshy door open and start beating up frost marrow. These are cold themed skeletons. Now that they're dead, this barrier's gone and we can move forward. This quest, holy crap, will it have a lot of undead. Very glad I have my undead bane greatsword from Barovia. Just everything, everywhere. This always felt like a trap, right? This feels like standing in a can crusher. Like, yeah, go ahead. Pull that lever. Squish. Oh, it is trapped. Hamburger of death. Ha! That skeleton's having a bad day. You know what that reminds me of? I wish I could find a picture of it, but McDonald's used to have those play places, and one of the toys you could play in was a giant, like, hamburger that was, like, themed after a jail cell. That's what that reminds me of. If I think about it, I'll pop a picture up, but man, McDonald's play places. My brother and I are at the right age. We lived through the great rise and fall of the McDonald's play place. I remember the original versions that were kind of sad and broken. I remember when they remodeled into the colorful, like, Chuck E. Cheese level stuff. And now we're old enough to see it all go away. Sad. Fortunately, there are a couple businesses that kind of pick up the slack. We just took the itty-bitty children to a equivalent of just a giant McDonald's play place for their birthday. Of course, it's not quite the same as just like, all right, let's go get lunch, and then you have like a free playground. But that's adult problems. All right, I'm pretty sure that this breaks. Guess not that one. There will be some of those that break. You want to just be careful. Anything that looks like the spot that you would put a trap just to screw with somebody, it's probably trapped. By the time I get up there, yep, laser beam. That looks trapped. Just gonna cut the corner. We basically have to go in every single room and kill everything. Somewhere in here is going to be a crest. There we go. Crest get. This is another one of those old school, overly symmetrical quests. A lot easier if you've got multiple people. Unfortunately, Dungeon Alert makes it not quite as feasible to split up these days. And down. I don't know if all of them are trapped, but I just always assume that the levers are trapped. I should have had the hireling do it. Those guys are conspicuously not running towards me, which makes me think that that's hollow. There we go. Now we turn around and we literally do it all again. Because we only went on one side. We literally have to run all the way back around to go to the other side now. And we do literally the exact same thing again. Smack, smack. Yeah, not even gonna climb up there. Turn sharp. Oh, I heard that one. That one was a trap. Run to the back, get the crest. Kill the guys. These guys are all stealthed when you walk in the room, and I can't see stealthed guys, so I might as well let them come to me. See, there's that trap is open. Gotta get up there to do another lever, which is probably trapped. I could cast Cold Resist, but I'm not. And there we go. Both sides done. We can now step in. And what's this? Void Mind Nobles? Also a green alert, even though I've literally just stepped into this room. So it turns out the quest giver was saying she was kidnapped, right? By people that, like, she thought she could trust, etc., etc. The Void Minds are kind of mind slaves, like they've been mind wiped. They're blank. And so there's some nobles down here. Nobles just like the quest giver, right? They were going to turn her into one of these. So there's a Deneth noble and a Kandaric noble. Boing. And there's the Fjarlin one sneaking around like I don't know he's an assassin, and then the Jurassica one just gets murked immediately. Alright, we need even more octopus crests. So we're going to run down the hallways and go get them. Kill him and the floor under him. Just BAM! So, if you're playing on a harder difficulty, or you're playing not a broken character build, be careful of... Be careful of the Void Mind, guys. The Jurassica one is a cleric, I believe, with full spell casting. The Fjarlin one is a bard also with full spell casting, and it can cast. I think it has irresistible dance, or it has dance of some kind. It might not be irresistible. Just don't be surprised if all of a sudden you're getting hit by a bunch of spells, and then the archer and the soldier run up and start beating on you while you can't move. And they're down. Somewhere in here should be... There it is. Octopus crest. One down. We need 4. There's 2 down each hallway. Jump. Some of those are going to crumble. And just jumping means that if it does crumble, I'm going to land on the ladder on the other side instead of in the middle of the trap. So it's just kind of a good practice to just always kind of give yourself a little bit of air before you cross the middle of those squarish rooms. And look, an octopus. Goodbye, octopus. That's why it's Crest of the Octopus. The void mines and all that, it's because there's mind flayers. The mind flayers are here, kidnapping people, wiping their minds, turning them into slaves. Oh, big trap. Now that we've done that side, are you surprised to learn we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side? With absolutely no differences between them? This is an older quest, right? And it's a free quest. And honestly, these frost guys, like the monsters in this quest are dangerous. We are just very defensive and we're playing on normal mode, right? These are not weak enemies. You can absolutely get you'd be surprised playing this on a higher difficulty just how much damage you're going to start taking from the frost marrow, or like they're enemies, right? But especially those void mind nobles, you gotta watch out for those. And don't forget that mind flayers can stun you. And if the mind flayer stuns you, and then it can do its melee attack, it potentially auto kills you. It eats your brain. You're just dead. The end. I want to say Death Ward / Death Block stops that. I've never had it happen to me consciously. Like, it might have happened in the past, but I don't remember it happening. I might have just randomly died to one and thought it was a spell and got mad. Didn't even realize what was happening. Huh. Could have swore there was a squiddy in here. Oh, there you are. You're half dead before I even found you. Crest of Octopus. Ah, there's a chest. I'm going to take your stuff. And you're dead, so there's nothing you can do about it. Alright, now that we have all 4 crests, which I'm gonna double check that I picked them all. I don't like that I have 5. Crap. Did I pick one up in that? Am I sure I picked one up back here? Let's make sure. Because obviously they're not going to have an odd number. I must have forgot to pick one up in one of these rooms. Because now that I'm looking, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms, right? Plus the 2 original ones. 8 octopus crests. There's no way there's only 7. I absolutely forgot to pick one up out of one of these rooms as I was going by. Alchemy table. Bookshelves. The question is, which one did I not get it from? I really hope it wasn't the other Mind Flayer room. It's probably the other Mind Flayer room. Oh, no, it's right here. Oh, boy. Okay, that could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. So now that we've got them all, we can open the doors. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. And look. Lord Yiminish the Cold. Well, his body's slightly warm. It'll get cold, though. Alright. I'll take the gems. We out. Halfway through the free level 11 quests. If I recognize those right, we might be in a little bit of trouble on one of them. Use my really crappy jump. We'll go up and over this way to get to her. Yeah. Yep, it was Mind Flayers, lady. You are quite welcome, and I'll be on my way. Goodbye forever. So, all the way up here. You're going to take the little bridge into the little garden, trample right through the middle of the garden, up the other bridge, and all the way to the back here. So, these guys here, I believe he is the raid Tempest Spine, or she. It's a free raid. I've done that raid. Back in the day, you used to do this raid every couple days just because it was the party barge, basically. You couldn't really fail it. Just everybody just did it because they could. I haven't seen people do it in a while, though. I think the items got upgraded. I think they also added the legendary version. Not 100% on that. I haven't done that. So, this is a follow-up to the Zorian Cipher. There is some other place, some other place that they found that is connected to Zoriat, and we're going to go shut it down. We got another one of these little pre-quest areas. It's not a quest unto itself, but we've traveled here through these nice green bushes to the old Shogun style. Like, this is a really cool building. I like this building. I mean, who wouldn't want to live here? Look at this. It's too bad we don't really use these for anything anymore. So this architecture, kind of reminiscent of the ogres, it's kind of the same tile set. I believe this is the last time we even see it, because it's mostly just in that one quest in Restless Isles, and then the city section of Spawn of Whisperdoom kind of copies it as a side. Technically, this is a different thing, though. The ogres are not connected to this. There's a little more green, a little teal, I guess. And you got all these ancient Warforged. Why are they ancient? Those are like the original Warforged. In the lore of Dungeons and Dragons Online. Why am I not allowed to just jump in the pond? There we go. The Warforged were created by the denizens of the Plane of Nightmares. And the Warforged were intended to be their physical bodies while they were in the waking world kind of idea. Oh, got hit by slow. I'm so slow. This guy's taking a lot of hits. I could take out one more construct for some bonus XP. Too bad I can't just behead him. Bang, bang, bang! So when they say ancient, they mean, I think those things are like the prototype ones that actually were legitimately used by the nightmare creatures. Gate of Nightmares is blocked. There we go. Dreams of Insanity. The last free level 11 quest. Now there is a little bit of overlap between two different ideas. So these are little chaos orbs. They come from Zoriat. They're evil. They... See, there we go. That's what I was getting at, was the Zoriat is not the same as Dalcor, which is the plane of dreams that the Warforged go, but apparently this was a foothold of the guys from the plane of dreams, and the nightmare chaos place took over. So that's why those two ideas are kind of mixing together. Either way, both of them, both of those ideas by themselves warrant a paladin coming and cleaning house. Both of them. So, step 1, we need 2 scorpion crests, and just like most of the older quests, everything is painfully symmetrical. We're going to run down some hallways. I don't have the intelligence to shut the rune off, but she does. There we go. That gets rid of a chaos orb. So we're just going to try not to step in them as we make our way around. Try to get the hireling to shut them down. Hireling. 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 Are you broken? There we go. Bonk. The guy was just laying on the ground. I'm like, okay, and your little dog too. The squishies go down pretty quick. So, there's an outer ring and an inner ring. And I want to say you need to be on the inner ring and make your way back to the entrance. Oh, hello, Beholder. Goodbye, Beholder. Beholders are big and scary, but we're on normal mode and I'm a paladin. And I'm still not smart enough to use that thing. Alright, I think we're going to transition to the inner ring here. completionist tendencies make me want to go on the outer rings to just get all of the things turned off, but we should be on the inner rings. Okay, go turn the thing off before the orb comes. Thank you. Take that, boxes. Squish. Man, the guys who don't have damage reduction just gone. Alright, I'm going to shut this off before the thing comes down the hallway to eat us. Come on. Come on. Thank you. Do, 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 do. No, no Thrak Hounds. I don't want you to accidentally Phantasmal Killer my hireling. I may be immune to instant death effects, but she's not. And that would get awkward because... Actually, I can revive her, can't I? Because I'm still carrying around that Ring of Resurrection we found. Ah, crap. I transitioned back to the outside, didn't I? Oops. Because that's the way we came. But we forgot to get this rune anyway. Go get that rune. Come get the rune. Alright. Apparently I was not paying enough attention, and we ran on the outside all the way around. Poop. Oh well, quick little jaunt around. It's all dead. And thanks to the hireling, there's no Chaos Orb to worry about. So we'll just follow the bad guys. Get around the corner. Probably use that as the pivot point. Cut the corner. There. Ugh. Oh, I can still cast. Oh, because it's arcane. My constitution has been damaged. How'd you damage the Oh, I get... Okay, yeah. For a second there, I thought I was the Warforged. At least we're on the right track now. There's only the one beholder in these little outside areas. The other ones have big scorpion guys. There's no lever, right? Right. Look, more guys to kill. Let me run. Pull tight. Come on. Come on. Come on. Turn it off. Turn it off fast. Turn it off. All right. Good job. Now we do it again. Kill the scorpion guy. Kill his friends. Take his stuff. Leave his stuff behind as a further insult. Squish, squish. I saw that. Yeah, you deserve to get lasered through the face. Little doggy dance means he's trying to insta-kill us. So, okay. Now that we're in the right spot, the thing we want is in there. However, gong opens the door. Unfortunately, only one of them. There is another beholder on the inside of here. It is symmetrical, so each side. So we're going to run in. I failed to one-shot him, but he still went down pretty quick. You want to kill those things as fast as you can. And then let's get this thing shut down. Come on. Let's try again. Get over here. Come on. Come all the way over here. There we go. Crest. Shrine. It's symmetrical. There's also a shrine in the other one. But there's crest number 1. Now we gotta walk all the way back around so we can loop around the outside of the other one. Because silly me, I realized what I did wrong. We start on the inside ring. I thought we were starting on the outside ring. So we got to run back over there. But again, everything's dead, so it's not ideal. We could have just looped back immediately and not done these 2 empty walk sections, but that's on me. Turn tight, and I believe this is the way we want to go to finish off this area. Now come on over here, hireling. Get out of here. Get it, hireling. Excellent. How many does it say there's left? 2 more? Probably 1, 2, I would guess. Oh, look, a big scorpion guy. Stop me if you've heard this one. Go down hallway. Get thing. Go down hallway. Get thing. Go down hallway. Get thing. Get XP. Run quest on next difficulty. I like the intelligence rune to shut down the trap thing. I like those, even though I'm not the one who can actually do it because I don't have the intelligence. I like when there's things that reward a different class. It's not just the rogue that gets to turn things off. Like, this is an Arcana-based thing, right? Totally makes sense that it would be intelligence, aka wizard. You know, it's basically an Arcana check to shut those things down. Alright, another beholder. Gonna hopefully one-shot this one. Yep. Scorpion. Get out of here, priest. Okay, come push the thingy. I don't know where the chaos orb is, but come push the thingy. Okay. I approve. You may actually rest, because you are almost out of juice and you've been very helpful. Alright, so we just have the center section left. Hit that gong to open the door so we don't have to walk all the way around. I'm not going to bother casting my buffs because we're up against more beholders. I will use this. So, a big gate. So, we kill everything down here, but here's the tricky part. Aha, get away from me. Nope. This one has multiple switches you have to throw, and they're way up here in a little jumpy section, while enemies continue to spawn down below. And I still can't use the runes, so keep in mind, if you are not an intelligence character, bring somebody who is, or the hireling. The hireling will do it. If you've been, I fell down. If you've been ignoring, we are not letting beholders just chill down here. All right. So here's a problem. Ladder, please. Here's a problem. If you don't have the ability to close those runes, you can't finish this quest. So I'm going to try to get the hireling as close as I can, and apparently that's not good enough for the hireling. Ooh, you see how perfect that jump was? We have to position the hireling so that she can close the thingies. Got 4 left. Oh, there's one. Ooh. Boop, boop. Ah, shit. You stay up there. I will jump down and hit these guys. Now you use that rune, please. Nice. 3 left. Is there a ladder over on that side? Of course not. What was that? That was not the ladder climb animation. That was like clapping your hands and dancing or something. You know what? Attack that guy. Fine, I'll do it myself. Okay, she did actually do it. Get over here so we can do this easy one. Because there's still stuff spawning. Things are not going to stop spawning till we get all of them. Got 2 left. And they're the ones way up high. So we got to jump on these ladders. And work our way across the rafters. There's no good way to do this. Alright, this should be close enough for this one. Now we got to get to that last one. I'm not even going to push jump. I'm just going to press forward up against those to climb on them. Because if I push jump, I'm too afraid I'm going to like hit the roof and god damn it. Ah. I was too afraid I was going to hit the roof and bounce and fall down, and then I ended up falling anyway on the straightaway at the last second, where I literally just needed to tell the hireling to hold still, and then it wouldn't have mattered if I fell down. But I have to climb all the way back up there to then tell the hireling to stand there. Man, I was that close. So again, not trusting the jump, I'm just going to push forward against this outer one, and then against this one, and then I'm going to just aim and walk as straight as I can here, stopping short of bouncing off of this rounded pillar this time. And hireling shuts it down, and we're good. Quest completed. As much as I don't like the repetition of quests like this where you have to go left and right and do the exact same thing twice, I do like the idea of like shutting down the rifts with the little arcana checks. It feels very clean once you've shut them all down and you're just leaving the place completely empty and safe. However, I have absolutely done this quest before, forgetting that I needed the intelligence runes. I've done the whole goddamn thing I got to the little ones, right, and I couldn't do them. But I didn't take that as a clue that I couldn't do the ones in the boss room, because usually they make the boss, the required ones, like a lower DC. Didn't realize I couldn't do it until I got to the last room. It has happened to me, and I was not happy. But there we go. That was the end of the free level 11 quests. And I believe I mentioned this before, but because of the way I'm organizing the quest chains, there's only one more for level 11. 2 episodes, and we're going to be done with level 11. So, next time, we're going to do some of the most controversial quests in the game. Ones that, they've got their defenders, but most people, man, not big fans of Necropolis Part 3. So see you next time. Thanks for watching.